everyone, thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be preparing a blueberry bling, so it's kind of like a crisp, but just with blueberries today. First thing first, I have 3 cups of washed blueberries, so anytime you're preparing with produce, you want to make sure that you're washing it very well. Please don't use any chemicals. You're just going to run it under some cold running water, and you can use a strainer to rinse them really well. So I have my blueberries in here. Also too, when we are preparing anything, you always want to make sure that you're washing your hands with warm water for 20 seconds and also with soap. So you want to make sure you have soap, warm water, wash your hands for 20 seconds, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is add in my 3 cups of blueberries into either an 8x8 ungreased pan, or you could do whatever size pan that you have at home. So I had an 8x8, so this works out perfectly, and you just want to line those berries right up in there. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my bowl back over, and so I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of flour, a half a cup of oats, a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and I love cinnamon, so I'm going to add a little bit extra cinnamon into here, okay? And then 2 teaspoons of butter. And all you're going to do is you could just use a fork for this. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. So you're going to use your fork. And you're just basically going to work it in. So just work it in with your oats and your brown sugar and your cinnamon, okay? And so just keep working it a little bit. Okay, so overall I have this mixed pretty well in here. And the recipe calls for whole wheat flour, and the reason being is when we're using whole wheat flour, it is going to increase our fiber intake. But if you don't have whole wheat flour at home, it is okay. You can use an all-purpose flour, but it's just a great way to add in some fiber in there with this, okay? So, and the point is this is not a huge amount of this because we want to have more of the fruit. We're focusing on having more of the fruit. And, you know, when we're talking about fruits and vegetables, they should be about half of our plate. The more fruits and vegetables that you have into your meal, the better off that you're going to be. So this is basically just a light topping, okay? And so I am just going to add that topping right onto my blueberries. And like I said, it's extremely light. I'm drizzling it over top, basically. Okay. And here you go. So we're going to stick this into the oven. If you haven't already done so, in the beginning, typically we always have everybody preheat your oven to 375, and this is going to be baking for about 25 minutes. Okay, so I am going to be pulling out the blueberry bling now. Let's take a look at this. Okay, and there you have it. We have our finished product of blueberry bling. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Take care.